I'm Anjindra, and we are doing Let's Read. There's a lot of Let's Play out there. I'm going to do Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, so this is a follow-up video. The book starts with a map of the kingdoms. It's good to get yourself familiar with that so that as the plot moves along, you understand what's going on. We start out in the salt mines. They come looking for Selena. She has been trapped down into the less fanciful version. As you can see, salt mines are more like a cross between that and this, and not so much the beautiful picture that we just showed. So instead of finding this woman there, they find somebody who's a little bit more along the lines of this. But if you had been trapped for a year in the salt mines, I think that you would be having a bad hair day too. So, much to the shock of the man that they come along, she's skinny, she's beat up, she gets confronted with Kale, who is, wow. And, can we turn this down a little bit so I can keep going here? So, okay, that's better. So, Kale, the captain of the guard, takes her on this really roundabout tour on the way out of the mines. She's not really quite sure why. They're still within the walls. It all becomes kind of clear to her when she comes face to face with the crown prince. Now, there's a little bit off the drop of, hey, are we going to wind up with a Twilight sort of Team Kale, Team, yeah, I'm not so sure about that because Selena is not exactly the kind of girl to swoon whenever she sees a guy. She doesn't go all blank and mindless over somebody like this. What she's really interested in is the deal, because every morning in the salt mines, she woke up and said, "My name is Selena Sardathian, and I will not be afraid." And that's actually incredibly moving in a female character. Most female characters are incredibly male dependent. So the real question is whether they're offering her freedom or a different kind of slavery. Those are the questions to think about if you've already read through the first 3 chapters, which I just covered. Or if you're about to. It's important to focus on the fact that you are a character in a story, and in each and every story that you read, you can reflect on the character's choices, whether or not you would do that, and it gives you this kind of naive wisdom where you haven't actually entered into the real world, but you definitely are understanding a degree of psychology and a degree of the characters that are in the books as you get engaged and fall in love with them and start to root for them. So definitely pick up the book and read along. You can look for sort of trip ups that the authors have. Difference between YA, young adult, and new adult or adult is that you'll see, for instance, her attitude is a little bit off. She doesn't show a lot in the way of PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and things like happen like there's discrepancies in the way that she acts towards the captain of the guards after you're in the salt mines. So stay tuned for more, and thank you as always for watching. Check out badfantasyrx@blogspot.com, and there's a blank space for you. Fill it in.
Hey everybody, today I am reviewing Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, and this book is truly phenomenal. The premise of it is basically Cinderella meets assassins. I'm so in, and I have to tell you that I'm always in for Cinderella, but when you throw assassins in the mix, I'm kind of going, I don't know. I mean, it still sounds great, but you're killing people, and I gotta tell you, Throne of Glass just blew my mind. It was so well done, and there wasn't too much murder in this one. So definitely pick it up, and it's phenomenal. Okay, so Sarah J. Maas just created this amazing world, and this is definitely a character-driven novel, which is typically synonymous with slow plot, because usually it takes a while for you to get attached to the characters before you start caring about the story. Not with Sarah J. Maas. I mean, man, she just sucked me in from the beginning. So it is a character-driven novel. The pacing is a bit slow, but because the characters are so well developed and they're just so awesome, they pull you in right away. Selena is probably one of the best YA heroines I've ever read about. She literally kicks ass. She's gorgeous. She's super into fashion. She's smart. She's witty. I mean, oh, she's like the best character ever. I would love to be friends with her. Murder or not, she kicks ass. And yeah, she's an assassin, but she honestly does have a heart of gold, and there's just a lot of unfortunate crap that has been thrown at her way in life. So it's actually understandable that she ended up where she did, as unfortunate as the circumstances were. And then to top off all of the wonderful character development and adventure, Sarah J. Maas has created one of the best romances of all time. And yes, there's a love triangle, but it's not forced. It doesn't feel like something that was thrown in for character, or not for character development. It doesn't feel like something that was thrown in as a plot point. It's very natural, and I love both Captain Westfall and Prince Dorian, and I'm not sure who I like better, but I truly enjoy reading about both men, and I have to say that Sarah J. Maas has one of the best debuts that I have ever read. This story will literally captivate your heart and your mind, and you'll never want to leave the world that she built. I hope that there are many, many more novels. I know that there will be more, but I hope that there's a lot more, because I don't think I'll ever truly be ready to leave this world and these characters behind. And once Sarah J. Maas is done with her Throne of Glass series, I can't wait to read the rest of what she has in store, because if Throne of Glass is any indication, it will be truly phenomenal. And if you guys have already read Throne of Glass or any of the e-novellas that she put out before this was published, let me know what you thought in the comments. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thanks for watching, everyone!
Oh, cosa hermosa. Mira esta belleza. Qué lindo.
A fun read. The action was there, the mystery, the thriller. I absolutely love the main character's sense of humor, and she is definitely one of the best MCs that I've read. 100% recommend this book, as well as starting off with the Assassin's Blade first.
Do I make you horny? Randy? Do I make you horny, baby? Yeah, do I?